Good morning, everybody. Just kind of going off the cuff. I think that's kind of how I'm going to do things from now on. I'm not sitting and thinking and writing a bunch of stuff out. Just seeing the little birds that were born here in my camp area, and they're still here, and they hang out here and they hide under my camper. We've got a sparrow hawk that's been using this area as a hunting area, so they all hide under my camper. It's really cute. Oh, the fuel guy is here. Cool. It's going to be noisy. But no, okay, I didn't have any other notes. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably put a short version of this on TikTok as well. But I thought it was really poignant and beautiful, something that came across to me. And there's just a few things that we can do in the phase that we're in right now. And I'm really happy to be making a video today too, because we're right in the midst of this incredible, beautiful full moon. If you don't know what kind of moon it is, I suggest that you get out there and hit all your tribesmen and your information places up and find out what that's about and what it means for you. So anyways, I'm in a very, I don't know if the rest of you resonate with this, but I'm in a very, somewhat of a difficult place, I guess you could say, because I've come to some realizations, some very profound ones about, caught between the chasm between totally trusting my inner kingdom and my heart and my own intuition and the things that my empathic abilities bring to me as 100% accurate in acting on them without any concern. Complete self-trust, as in, you know what self I'm talking about. I've learned much about that, and then being caught between that and also understanding another profound truth, that when we are in relationship with our brothers and sisters, no matter what that relationship is, if you're in a romantic relationship with them, a friendship, a sistership, a brothership, employment, whatever it is, when we rub up against each other and these things come to us, and we have to trust ourselves, we have to completely trust. Love always trusts. And we're coming to these profound places where we have to move on what happens within our kingdom, regardless of what it looks like on the outside. It's absolutely mandatory to this time, but yet I've also come to this other profound truth, which I've always known, but it's become so cemented in me that now I must act on it, much like being vulnerable and completely open, with nothing to hide and no protection of myself, just being who I am and walking in my walk, walking in my truth, and bringing to this earth plane what I came here to bring. Because I know I'm the only facet that can, as are you. Really good little description. I did this for a friend. It just came from me, but I loved it, because if you can see my ring, it's a green stone, right? You see the stone, you see how it's kind of sparkling. Okay, how many stones are in my ring? One. It's just one stone, a big, beautiful green stone, which happens to be the heart chakra color. I'm not surprised. I picked it back when I was like 18 years old, so I had no idea where I was going. But that aside, if you look at this stone really up close, and once again, and I'll put it up there even closer for you, because I already know you know what stones look like, but you see that? You see how it sparkles and shines? It has facets. And each one of those facets, and this stone, it has a starburst inside, so it's faceted on the inside as well as on the surface. Isn't that amazing? Very apropos. But each one of those cuts, each one of those facets, each one of those created little individuated, unique expressions, extensions of the stone would not shine the way that it does without one of them not being there. One single solitary facet, and it won't be the same. It will not have the same expansion that it does with all of its facets, yet it's one stone. And I love this ring. I love that I chose it, that my higher self, helped me with that back before I knew anything, and I was still fully veiled, because it's become such an example to me for so many things in my life. And I just found that to be a really beautiful example. It just came to me in the midst of a conversation as I looked down at my hand. So we're one stone, beautiful family. But we get to be and must be the individuated facets and extensions of Source Creator God. Without you and your facet, the stone can't be what it is intended to be, and the expansion will not be what it was intended to be. So we're caught between this place of trusting that allness, that unity. Within the word unity, there are units, facets, it's all one, but once again, there are units that are individuated. And we're caught between that place of being fully embracing and encompassing and walking in that, knowing full well that because of the rules we play by in this third dimension, that our perceptions aren't full. When you perceive something in the relationship with another, you see a behavior, you see a pattern, you see things with your third eye. I'm not talking about physical things, or you feel things with your heart, your heart-centered energy, and you know that frequency. You know it, and you have to trust that. We've learned that that's fully trustable, but yet we also don't know the entireness of that facet over there. Now we are that facet. There's no separation. I'm that facet, and that facet is me. But in this earth game that we're playing, we don't have the full story of what is going on within their kingdom. So therefore, to take that beautiful intuition, that wonderful empathy, empathic power, your energy reading skills, your starseed light-bearing ability to know all, and take it to its full extent and act on it in any way, shape, or form is not, for my kingdom anyway, that's not acceptable either. So it's walking between these two places that are both absolute truths with a capital T. Absolute. And I do trust myself. I've been practicing, and everything within my kingdom is bang on, and I know it. I had a dear brother of mine say something about what we can do when we engage these things and we see the truth, and we know them and we see it, for sure. Is that on the outside you can just smile and accept what they're saying or doing or whatever it is that you're getting from them energetically. And on the inside say, I see you and I hear you. I know what this is and I know what it means to me, but I simply will just be. So, and then I've noticed too that if I do that and I sit in that space and I just love that person for the individuated spark that they are, truly see them as that innocent that they are and let it be what it is, that down the road, that intuition, that empathic energy ability to read becomes a very valuable resource for me to motivate my... Having some technical difficulties, so I'm going to try to wrap this up a little quicker. But to motivate myself is what I said. I'm going to splice this together so there'll be a little hiccup, but to motivate myself to walk through my kingdom and to make the discernments and the choices that I am learning to make in my Christed heart. So anyways, I did kind of lose my train of thought, and that's okay because it's intended, it's supposed to be. So there's just 5 things I want to share with you really quick that will help you on the healing journey that you're on, hopefully, if it resonates. It's very much helped me to recognize some things that I already knew cemented in and to be aware of some things that I could work on. Number 1 is, and healing is like, what did my friend say? Healing's the new something or another, but anyways, I can't remember. The new thing, right? Healing. By healing, you are healing the world when you heal yourself. Okay, so number 1, take the little ego mind's desire to gossip and start journaling. Because the expression of these things, there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you expressing. Matter of fact, this is a very, very important part of this time, expressing yourself. Almost absolutely key because of the divine feminine energy that's behind expression. And of course, once again, I'd like to clear up the very clear definition that my kingdom and my truth is between gossip and sharing. If you share with another loved one something that you experienced yourself in first person, and it's a painful or beautiful, whatever it is, if you share that with another because of the joy in it or the healing of it, and that's simply your understanding, your heart posture is correct in that, that's not gossip. That is sharing, and there's a lot of people that have been using the information of people sharing with each other, phone call, as gossip. So I just want to make sure that sharing is not gossip. Gossip is when it's that little ego mind move, and you can feel it. It's when you feel the need to say something about someone else, and it's because you feel like there's a justification or something in there. You'll know the difference, you'll know. So, but when that does come up, because it comes up in all of us, it's part of our flesh, it's part of this package that we're in. Turn to journaling and write everything down exactly as you hear it, see it, and feel it. Doesn't matter how ugly it is or how mean it is or anything. Journal it. Anxiety into meditation. So when you get those moments where we all get, because our bodies get riddled with this, because that's the third dimensional rules, turn it into meditation. Your toxic friends, toxic relationships of any kind that you know within your heart that are not serving you, replace that with finding your tribe. Your tribe. And I know who my tribe is. You know who your tribe is. You just simply be. They will come to you. You will gravitate to one another. Self-sabotage. Replace that with self-care. Replace all those thoughts. Replace all of that, those things that you say against yourself with self-care. Blaming with responsibility. Look up the Ho'oponopono understanding. It will really help you. I don't know if I said it right, but once you type it in like that, it'll come up because it's a big old long word. But anyways, it really helped me for much of a time in my walk to release these things. But blaming for responsibility, because you are a divine creator. Everything that is in your auric field, you have brought there. So learning to journal, meditate, find your tribe, self-care, and have responsibility, as opposed to what the ego would like to present to you as gossip, anxiety, toxic relationships, self-sabotage, and blaming. Those 5 steps alone can really bring you a long way. I love you all so much, and I just wanted to share with you that what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing and where I'm at, in case it resonates with anyone, and also just because I want to share, because I love you and I'm fully connected to all of you. So have a beautiful day. I would say namaste to you, which means my divinity sees the divinity in you, and you enjoy this beautiful full moon. Get out and grab all the energies that are high and good right now. Match yourself to them so we can move forward. I love you so much, and I will talk to you very soon.